Today we're going to decorate this glass shower screen using our unique polished edged glass bevels. These bevels are going to be bonded onto the screen and to form a bubble sensation. This is our glass pattern which we're going to apply on the outside of the door. So when doing that, we'll position it just using simple masking tape to bond it into position. We have our pattern in position. We're going to cure our bevels or bond our bevels onto our pattern. Now before we use our adhesive has a mild irritant in it. So it's advisable that you just get some disposable gloves. Put on. It may affect some and not others, but it's good to be on the safe side. So nice tight surgical gloves, disposable gloves, they're very cheap. We're going to place our bevel on. Now what we're going to do is coat the bottom half of the bevel. The bottom half because that's where we start. We start at the bottom of the bevel and we let the adhesive flow up the bevel and over the top. Sometimes it's good just to put a couple of drops at the top there because that's very important to get the adhesive flowing up the top of the bevel. So we start at the bottom and we gently lower the bevel down onto the glass using that bottom edge as a pivoting point, and we can see the adhesive flowing up, and I want to see it flowing over the top of the bevel like such. Once we've done that, we'll go to the back. Now, the stencil is 1 millimetre thick, and the adhesive kind of through suction holds the bevel on, even though it's not cured. So, holding the white light behind the bevel, we don't really have to hold our finger on them, but making sure that the stencil is actually flat on the glass because we don't want our bevel to slide behind the stencil and down. That's why there's a bit of tape's here holding it nice and flat there. We have our light on the other side of the screen. Place our bevel on. Now you've got probably about 20 seconds before that starts getting hard for curing. So push in the centre to remove any bubbles, make sure that the adhesive flows out. When you're happy, leave it. By leaving it, letting the stencil hold it in position, we're right. Again, count to about 30 seconds. Now once that's cured, we'll move our suction cap over to do this one. But to speed up the process, what I can do is while that one there is curing, check that we have the right size diameter, is I'll do 2 at the one time. Now if you over-cure it, all it means is that your cleanup might be a little bit harder because there might be some residue from the adhesive has gone a bit harder on the outside, so you might need to scrub it a bit harder or use a razor blade to remove it or something like that. Nothing worse than that can happen. So again, we'll leave him touched him. It's been more than 30 seconds. And what I'll do, I'll just move the suction cap over. Being on glass, the suction cap slide on glass, but push, make sure that it's stuck, make sure that light's right. And now we've applied all of our bevels to the glass surface. So now all we have to do is remove our stencil and clean it up. Make sure you have some paper handy, ready to put your stencil straight on. What we normally do, or what we do is give the stencil a wipe over to move all the adhesive from one side at least. You see our stencils come in two sections. There's a long piece and a small piece for our pattern. Mainly because we just wanted to get extra length. You don't have to use the whole length. You can stop wherever you want. Just peel the stencil off the glass. Okay, we're doing a clean up, and what we've purposely done is we've cured it a bit hard. So if it's a bit hard, and because we're curing it from the outside, our pattern doesn't shade the excess adhesive because it's been curing from this side. The excess adhesive goes under the pattern. So what we're going to do is using a safety razor blade, and preferably one that has the unit that will keep your fingers as far away from the blade as possible, is just slice and cut off this excess adhesive around the bevel. Now if there are children putting it on, which they can do because it's quite a simple process, but when it comes to this process we recommend that mum or dad or somebody who's okay with a blade would do this part. So we're just going to scrape away the excess adhesive and put it straight into a tissue or into a garbage bag or something like that, because we don't want these getting warped on the floor or anywhere like that. Bevels and the glass shell screen door. Now once we've gone over it, you'll find that your scourer will fill up with adhesive. You can see it gets small. That's why we've cut it into smaller little sections like this. And so this one is just about full. So we'll discard it. We're using our tissues. Just wipe the detergent away. Working away back down the glass this time. So we go up the glass to bond on, and when we're cleaning we go down. And if you